I am Goguen, and this is the Fredericton Region Museum. I am one of the summer students who work here. I am the visitor services officer, and working here has been a great experience. Today, I will give you a peek at the inside of the museum, the artifacts that we have, and interview some staff. This is Ruth Murgatroyd. She's the Executive Director of the York State Historical Society and Museum. Hello, Ruth.
Hello, Julie. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Thank you. And how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Wonderful. So tell me a little bit about the museum.
Well, the Fredericton Region Museum is one of Fredericton's treasures. And unfortunately, not everybody in Fredericton knows about us, so this video of yours will be a big help for us. We are the local history museum, and we cover the history of Fredericton and central New-Brunswick. We have about a dozen galleries, and we do everything. We do Marysville, Native history, Acadian Loyalists. Right now we have a fabulous War of 1812 exhibit.
Wonderful. And as an executive director, how do you keep this museum in the public eye, and how do you keep this museum manageable?
Well, with the help of a lot of volunteers and summer students, the museum runs smoothly in the summertime because it's a little busy hub of activity. And we also use a lot of social media, such as Facebook or Twitter. Our Facebook accounts have over 200 followers, so I encourage everybody to follow us on Facebook and to follow our tweets as well.
Wonderful.
Okay?
Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you, Julie.
This is Elspeth Briz.
Hi.
And she's the Summer Manager of Education and Interpretation. Hello, Elspeth.
Hi.
Now tell me about the children's program.
This summer we have a whole bunch of children's programs. We have a different theme each week. So every Tuesday and Thursday there's a children's program from 2 until 4, and each week there's a different theme where we teach them a little bit about the history by visiting an exhibit or whatever, and then we do a craft or an activity, game, things like that. So far we've done quite a few, such as a program about trains, the Coleman Frog, the War of 1812, things like that. And we have still a whole bunch coming up. Even tomorrow we're doing an Aboriginal one, and we're making these little canoes. And also another thing that we have this summer, in honor of the Queen's Jubilee, is we're doing a tea party on August 11th, and we're going to have a whole bunch of kids coming, hopefully, and there's going to be an etiquette instructor who's going to be coming in to teach them how to behave around royalty, what to do, what not to do, and we're going to be making a royal craft and having tea and crumpets, some sort of snack. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on for kids this summer, and it's just it's really good because it teaches them more about history, and it makes kids think of a museum as a fun place rather than somewhere that they're being dragged to. So it's fun.
Wonderful. Thank you,
thank you.
Elspeth.
Have a great day.
You too. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
This is where visitors pay admission to the museum. We use a cash register which is dated 1914, so we can't accept debit or credit card. We accept cash only. The admission is $5 per adult, $2 per student. For family, which means 2 adults and their children under 18 is only $10. For children under 6 are free. For York State Historical Society member are free. Believe me, the price is worth it. This is the orientation room. This is where visitors go and see an 18-minute movie about the Surrey Historical Society of Central New-Brunswick. And there are some artifacts that we have that are military based and an old scale that was used in the market to weigh the merchandise. This is the famous Coleman Frog. He was found here in Canary Lake by a man named Fred Coleman. The frog was normal size until Fred fed him food that no regular frogs would eat, such as cornmeal, buttermilk, whiskey, and June bugs. He grew up to 42 pounds. Is the Coleman Frog real? Was there actually a 42-pound frog in Clardy Lake? Well, come for a visit and see. The answer will be up to you. This is the agriculture room. Those are some of the things that was used on farms back in the days when they had no electricity. Come, check out the history of farming. There's a small display of toys people used to play with. There are catalogs on the wall that tell you how much they were worth back when they were new. I expect that now they are worth a fortune. This is the room about the War of 1812. The War of 1812 was a military conflict fought between the American forces and those of the British Empire. New-Brunswick was vulnerable and depended on the British support against the Americans. A kind of influence what made this country Canada. So come and find out why. This is the penny farthing bicycle. It was invented in the Victorian era, but it wasn't called penny farthing until it was outdated. It came from the British penny and the farthing coin, one much larger than the other, so that the sign may resemble a penny leading to a farthing. It changed women's fashion so that they could ride a bicycle while wearing a dress. It was very hard to get on and off the penny farthing because the front wheel was very tall. This is Spencer Murgatroyd, Ruth's daughter. During the summer, she plays Hannah Ingram, a loyalist girl that moved to Fredericton in 1785. Hello, Hannah.
Hi.
Tell me a little bit about your business.
Well, my business is about Hannah tea. Hannah. So I do this because I want to make money to go to Victoria this year and to visit my cousins and my aunts and my uncles. So almost half my family lives there. And also it's something to do during the summer, so I don't get bored.
And tell me about Hannah.
Well, Hannah she's a loyalist girl who moved to St. Anne's Point, which is now here, which is now known as Fredericton. And she was born in New Concord, New York. So when she was born, there was a war going on. And when her brother was born, her father went off to war. And then she moved here because she was a loyalist, she was loyal to the king. And now her father was the first person to actually have an animal in their town. And when they moved there, they all had to take a draw to see who got what property. And when she got her house, her father took them there right away through the snowstorm. And they were one of the first people to start the building too. Yeah. So, but their house had no door, no windows, no floor. They had a roof to keep all the weather out. So yeah.
Well, thank you, Hannah. And every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, she served delicious cookie, refreshing tea for only $2. This room is about Boss Gibson. Boss Gibson was a prominent businessman in Fredericton. He was the head of New-Brunswick industrial history. Come and visit to find out more information about him. This is the medical room. It shows the medical instrument that was used back in the early days of New-Brunswick. It also contains information about Dr. Everett Chalmers, and his influence on New Brunswick medical history. This room is about the trenches in World War I. It includes artifacts from the war such as trench club, gas mask, and body armor. This room shows us the loyalist history of Fredericton. Hannah Ingram, Father Wallet was one of the artifacts on display. Who were the Loyalists, and what was their story? Well, come along for a visit to find out. This is the Mouse exhibition. It shows some of the items that New-Brunswick native created using natural materials such as birch bark, porcupine, quills, and stone. They were the first to settle in North America, which is why we call them the First Nation. We even have an artifact, which happens to be the oldest man-made artifact in New-Brunswick. Come see what it is. This is the Acadian room. The Acadians were the first French settlers in Atlantic Canada. But what was their story? And why did the British deport them? Well, the answer is all here in this room. This room displays objects from the early 19th century. These are paintings of important people from that time. The desk in the corner used to belong to Bishop Medley, Fredericton's first bishop. The 19th century was an interesting time. This floor is used by staff and volunteer only. We have 2 summer students who work in the collection, and I want to introduce you to them. This is Ian Malcolm, who's the artifact cataloging officer. Hello, Ian.
Hi, Julie.
Now tell me, what exactly do you do in the collection?
I work with the artifacts, make sure they're all stored correctly, and I'm in charge of making sure the database is up to date and taking the artifacts when they come in and describing them so that other people will know what they are.
Alright, thank you, Ian.
No problem.
That's it for the short tour. If you want to know more information about each exhibit or about the museum itself, come for a visit. At the Fredericton Region Museum, you are always welcome. You can also find us on Facebook, WordPress, and Twitter. Or you can go on our website at Fredericton at www.frederictonregionmuseum.com. Thank you for watching.